What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome world, welcome family, welcome Hoots fans. Bro Nation Hoots back.
Yo, yo,
Episode
yo,
2.
yo.
Yes, sir.
Got my bros
We
with me.
back.
I mean, I got up and we gonna start up in this corner. I got my bro Sal up here. What up, bro?
What's up with you, baby?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Got my other bro Peace here. What up, Peace?
What's going on, bro? How y'all feel?
Chilling, man. We back. Episode 2, the off season. We about to get started, man. We been here. We been gone for a little while. But we back. We never leave y'all too
My
far.
Plies voice, we bike.
We back. What's good, fellas? What's new with y'all, man? We've been missing in action for a little while. What's good,
look, man? You see me? It's the off season, brother. Chilling, man.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it cool, man.
Yes, I like that setup, bro.
Enjoying my appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. The green.
Enjoying my little accomplishments, man.
Yes, sir. What you mean? Expound. What you mean?
You know, the crib. Just bought a crib in the pandemic. You know what I mean?
In a pandemic. Let's get it. Okay.
You know what I mean? My daughter, spending time with my daughter, learning from her every day, man. I'm just blessed. I'm enjoying it.
Peace, what's up with you? What's up with you, bro?
I mean, nothing too new over here. Just working, grinding my tail off still. Just, you know what I mean? Trying to perfect my craft. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But nothing too new. Like I said, I was talking about the baby girl and everything. Me and my baby boy, we've been bonding lately a lot lately. This little dude now, man, he's scrappy. He just turned 3 months. As soon as he hit 3 months, I don't know,
He ready for you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, he been scrappy. But no, it ain't nothing new, but definitely enjoying the ride. I can't wait to start putting him in the sports and all that stuff. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
3 months, man.
Yo,
so both of y'all at 3 months.
We watch every game together. Anytime we watch ESPN, she be locked in, bro, like looking straight at the TV. Sometimes she be doing a little Google talk, and I'd be like, okay, you know what's going on. Like, all right, you want hoop? I feel like that's her telling me, Daddy, I want hoop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Oh, yo. Both of y'all at 3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Sir,
Thanks,
it's crazy because as soon as that 3 months hit, it just seemed like he started doing a lot of different little new things. He's smiling, talking all the time. That's it. Y'all think I ain't capping enough. Like, he literally is scrappy now. He always, every time I go to pick him up, all that.
Yeah, bro.
I be tripping off on, man. Girl, what's up with you, bro? What you got new?
Facts.
No, I'm getting ready for the school year. Y'all know school about to start, so broke, pockets empty. Yeah, I mean, no, I just took my daughter out. She's starting the 6th grade, so I just took her out, got her a phone first time. So, you know, she gaining a little bit more independence. She's turning 11 on the 22nd, so got her a phone and got her a laptop, you know, trying to get all my kids. My oldest getting ready for 8th grade. So,
man. You got 8th grader, bro. You got 8th grader too, right, P?
He going to the 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Freshman.
Oh, you know he went to Fly's tennis shoes.
Yo, can I ask y'all, as a rookie in the game, like, what do y'all feel like knowing y'all got these kids that's this old? Like, what do it feel like on that side of it? Let me soak the game.
I'll let you go first, girl.
Well, yeah. If y'all don't know, my 13-year-old that's my stepdaughter. So I came in her life when she was 7. So it's a little different, but you know, I'm learning on the fly. But bro, it's crazy. We can't shop for her no more. Like no more. Our style, the style that we like.
You don't got
trash.
No style.
I don't got no style. I'm not cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a cornball all of a sudden. Like, you know what I mean? My jokes, none of my jokes funny. So, you know what I mean?
You think you Eddie Murphy, don't you? That's what they tell you.
Facts. I be telling jokes just looking like, waiting for the reaction. I don't get nothing.
That's crazy.
I know it's funny too.
That's funny you talking about the style, because I had on some Converses one day, and my oldest son, I thought the Converse was slick. I had a lot of adults compliment me on them joints too. Man, my son saw him, he pointed at me like, Dad, what you got on your feet, Dad? Like, what? He like, oh no, bro, Dad got on some Converses. I I'm like,
Oh
boy,
no,
these
bro.
Converse is all right, you know.
Hey, yo.
Don't let them tell it, man. Sal, the coolest person in the world. You know, he
Yeah, I
the
gotta
coolest.
enjoy that.
Man, they love Sal and his fiance. You know what I mean? They love him. When we going over there? When we gonna see them?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Sal is cool. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was part of Uncle Sal growing up.
That's what I tell him though every time. That's what I tell him. Like, where you think I got it from?
hmm
I tell
Mm-hmm.
him that every time.
But no, man, that's all that's new with me. Just getting the kids ready for school and pockets empty. That's about it.
I definitely feel you on that one.
Yes,
I feel
sir.
you on
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah, so we in the off season, man. A lot
Yeah,
going
man, I'm
going
learning.
on. Yeah, I mean, a lot been going on. I'm gonna let my man Pease go ahead. What you got for us this time, Pease?
Yeah, like you said, it's definitely been a lot going on, man. What's the name? We like you said, we in the off season and everything, but in the off season, we had the summer league that just got finished up and everything. We also had the free agency. So before I even touch on the summer league, we got to touch on the big moves that happened in the free agency so far, anyway. We had some big moves from a lot of teams. Then we talked about Kemba Walker going to the Knicks.
Sir.
Of course, we had Westbrook signed with the Lakers. A lot of big moves, man. So I don't know. I just wanted, I guess talk to y'all, see what y'all think about the biggest winner or the biggest loser, the off season or the free agency. Chino, I'm gonna go to you first. I know you excited about this one. I ain't even talk about your boy, but I'll let you talk about him. I know you want to talk about him. So how you feel about the free agency and everything, man?
As far as to answer your question, my young brother, which you put so eloquently, my winner is my boys, my Chicago Bulls. If you ask me, nobody as far as potential of the moves, nobody's ceiling is higher than theirs. Like, for example, the Lakers, they add what they added. Their ceiling didn't get much. They were already expected to be great and be in that conversation. So their ceiling didn't elevate much higher. The Nets, they got Patty Mills. They already were contenders last year. Everybody putting them in championship talks. They elevated a little bit higher. My boys wasn't making the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't even in the playoff conversation for a lot of years. So now we got all-stars. We got we got 3 all-stars on our team. So our ceiling has went from no conversation to possibly a mid-level contender in the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? No championship, obviously, because of the way the East is set up and chemistry and all that you take into account. But as far as potential of what could be, we won.
Who I know they picked up Lonzo. Who else did they pick up though with the Bulls?
We got Lonzo Ball, we got DeMar DeRozan, we picked up Sasha Vucevic last year.
Good pick.
We got Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm.
We still got Kobe White. We got Alex Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We still made all of these moves and kept Lowry Marketing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We still got the young fella.
That's a big.
The young fella, facts. The young fella Patrick Williams, who y'all saw in the summer league. I don't know if y'all was paying attention, but he was doing what he wanted to do in the summer league. So we won, bro. And I'm saying that because that's my team. Yeah, for sure, obviously. But make my argument not make sense, and then we can talk. Like, you feel me?
Hey, Sal, I like your energy today, bro. I like.
You feel me?
I love it. What, Girl, what about you? Who you got? I can't argue with you, Sal. They made out. They made out. I ain't got no arguments for you.
It definitely wasn't my boys.
No, bro, pause. Please, can I? Because he posts. We follow each other on Instagram, obviously.
Yeah.
Y'all saw what the kid did in the summer league. We could talk about that later. But he did do the legs. He was on the
I
plate.
did see that.
Greg Brown.
My man Grob, my man Grob gonna throw in the story. Shout out to Greg Brown. We happy to have you. I said, bro, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, he inboxed me and said, "Is you really happy?" I sent back smiley faces like, man, this man know me too well, man.
Oh, man.
Bro.
You just needed something to hold on to, and I get it, bro. I've been there. Trust me.
Boy, I was so excited when I seen that through the legs, but I'm like, oh, in the game? Oh, let's go.
Oh, that was next level, though. To do that in the game, that was crazy.
Fire, bro. I can't think of nobody I seen in game unless it was like high school or something, but NBA in game fast break, and it's like third quarter or something like.
And you're a rookie. This is your first showing.
You
Yeah,
missed
that's
that.
tough.
You missed that.
You might be done. Yeah,
Tough. That takes some joints to go do that on a fast break. But
I think that's what makes it different. Like the risk factor in that
Mhm.
to have that type of confidence. That's but we talk about
Hey,
that.
but no, I got y'all know I got to talk about the Blazers. But Dame was over in the Olympics. Of course, shout out to the USA team, men's team pulling out the gold. I'm not sure if we covered that or not, but shout out to them guys. But Dame, everybody know that he wanted things, and I don't know if the GM got it done. So we got Cody Zeller back up center, bro. Bro, our bigs right now is only Nurk and Cody Zeller. That's it. Ain't got
Yeah,
no other bigs, bro.
that's not gonna get it done, bro. Not in the West. Not in
No,
the
so
West.
I mean that, and I forgot we signed
It's
somebody
crazy.
else, but I mean, Dame, we got Chauncey Billups. That's who I'm holding on to. I'm hoping on to the new addition as a coach. Hopefully that spread. He's been talking some good stuff, but as far as winners and losers, I definitely agree with Sal, bro. I can't really think of nobody. I think Kyle Lowry went to Miami. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
And that's a tough pickup for a already stacked, and got finals experience Miami team. So
hmm
that's a
That might
dope
be
pickup right there.
yeah.
So
That's a good point.
besides that, I think Sal for sure. I think the Bulls made the biggest improvement of the off season so far, and unless it's something that I'm missing, but I'm gonna let you talk about the Lakers piece. I don't even want to dive into them. Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead. Melo left the Blazers and
I
went over to the
appreciate that.
rivals, but I mean
I
that's
appreciate that,
I
bro.
agree with Sal, man. And shout out to Dame, man. I know you struggling. I mean, just hold
What
on.
are they doing to that man, bro?
Just hold on. Give
Yeah.
Chauncey a chance, Dame. Just give Chauncey a chance. You know what I mean? And we'll figure it out. So what you got, P? Biggest winners, biggest losers.
No, I think Sal actually made a great argument. Of course, I'm going to say the Lakers, you know what I mean, because Melo went to the Lakers and everything, and Westbrook and all the pieces they picked up. But the way Sal put it, as far as the Lakers was already predicted to be, title contenders and all that. But what the Bulls did to push them at least, to that maybe top five, maybe contention to be in the Eastern Conference, playoff run now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good argument Sal made. But let's talk about the Lakers. You know what I mean? They got my goat Melo. You know what I mean? They got the Dwight Howard
super
back.
tough.
I felt like they should have never let the Dwight Howard go because he was the
Right.
one, you know what I mean, competing down, beating them dudes up in the Western Conference and all that for LeBron and them. They got Westbrook. Westbrook, I was telling y'all before, I actually think Westbrook actually can help LeBron out to an extent. They actually picked up, what's the guy name? From Miami, left-handed dude. What's his name, y'all? Young guy. He was a rookie a couple years ago.
Oh, Kendrick Nunn. Yeah,
Kendrick Nunn. Yeah,
Oh,
they got Kendrick Nunn.
It's a good
They
pickup.
got Wayne Ellington.
Shooter.
The shooter there. And they got the young guy. He was balling in the summer league as well. He's a guy. He came from Georgetown. I think he went to Texas Tech.
Mac McClung.
Yeah, Mac McCraw, something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know you're talking about.
McClung. Yeah, McClung.
Yeah, I remember I used to watch his hoop mixtapes in high school. He was a beast in high school.
Yeah.
College sometimes don't use you to your full potential, but I think he can actually be a steal as far as like a little young dude they groom into being, a problem for them.
And y'all still got that young. I said, y'all. Oh my God.
Word.
The Lakers. The Lakers still got the young boy Taylor Horton Tucker from Chicago.
still
That's
kept
a
him.
Yeah.
beast.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's number
Shorty
5,
is a
right?
beast.
Light skinned dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, nice. Mm-hmm. I like you.
Facts.
Yeah, but so let's clarify all this right now, though. I'm a Melo fan. You know what I mean? Just so happens that he went to the Lakers, so now I gotta root for the Lakers.
It had to be said, bro. It had to be said.
It's gonna be weird because he playing with LeBron now. And anybody know me personally know I've been, Melo against LeBron for past 18 years now. It's crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be kind of weird just watching him in the game and rooting for his success.
I can't even see it, bro. That's crazy. I can't wait till the season start to see it.
Yeah, like the talk about it. I want to see what the conversation is going to be like.
We're going to have to
like,
go.
yo, did you see how Bron just knew how he was going to be right here?
We're going to have to go watch games together, bro, so I can see his face up close and see how he react to when LeBron give it to Melo and Melo score or something like that. I need to see.
This going to be peace. This going to be peace. bro. You know I don't like yo. But did you see what this man did? I can see it now, yo. Like I can see it. Ain't nothing wrong with that though, yo, because he is great. He is a great basketball player.
And
It's
look,
just gonna be weird to
I
hear you
can't say
say
I'm
that.
not gonna do it. I can't because they ain't never played together, so I ain't gonna
Right.
know until you know what I mean. But I just been wanting to see my boy Melo in a long, deep playoff run. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see him succeed, man.
Right.
Portland, you know what I
Facts.
mean, shout out to Dame and Portland for you know what I mean bringing him on and reviving his career. But you know what I mean, I think we all knew that they wouldn't win no championship. But
Nope.
yeah. But I say all that to say, I think the winners was definitely the Bulls, like you said. And believe it or not, I think the losers was a combination of your boys, the Blazers, and my other boy Luka and the Mavericks, because they ain't did nothing to help my boy Luka out.
Yeah, that West
True.
tough too this year, bro. So that West gonna be mean. Go ahead, say what you saying.
How about we say this to say this, right? Who y'all think made the best moves? Like who made the smartest moves? Because the winner, that's a different kind of question. I think when you say like who built the best team, the Bulls definitely aren't the best team, but we have the most potential. But as far as who built the best team, I would say Brooklyn, bro.
Yo, Brooklyn added Patty Mills. That's a big
That's
pickup,
it.
bro.
That's it.
That's a big pickup.
That's like the last piece of a 300-piece puzzle or something, bro. For real.
Yeah,
Because people. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think he can fill in. Like say for instance, like if a Kyrie get hurt again in the series or something, I think he can fill in and at least be, you know what I mean, I guess somewhat of he ain't gonna take Kyrie's spot, but he can fill in for a couple games and help him out.
That's all he need to do because they got superstars, bro. They have possibly the best player in the NBA. One of the best players ever in the NBA, and Kevin Durant. So if he lose Kyrie, all you need is a guy that cannot make it worse. You only have to make it the same, but you just can't make it bad. You know what I mean?
And on top of that,
he can do the rest.
He do different things than Kyrie to kind of succeed. Like I've been a Patty Mills fan for a while. He was in Portland when he first got drafted to Portland. He came in when Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge was there. So like to see his game and where especially in the Olympics, Australia was holding it down too. So he is more of a shooting point guard and a facilitator than a driving point guard and trying to make. He kind of like a low level Steve Nash a little bit, I guess you can kind of compare to. So even if Kyrie not hurt, when Kyrie come out the game, they got somebody to come in the game that can still shoot. That's a threat that can facilitate. So that's all they needed, bro. Is just somebody that, like Sal said, that can hold it down whether Kyrie is hurt or not hurt. Like either way, he can still hold it down. So that was definitely a great pickup. Patty Mills is a great pickup for I guess anybody for real.
Brooklyn. They're not so much more winners in my mind than the Lakers, but I think that moves kind of makes them a little scary, like super scary to me. Yeah. And I mean, other people could think LA, and I would totally understand that. Y'all might think that, and that's you can make the perfect argument. And you wouldn't be wrong. But I'm scared of that Brooklyn team because they don't have just nothing. Like what?
It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
And they still got Blake.
Yep.
They still got the other young boy. Oh my God, bro.
The Lakers gonna be interesting though because all of them is kind of on that back half of their career. So I'm not taking nothing away from them because they all most of them is Hall of Famers. Russ, 80. I don't know about the White, but
I think the White's a Hall of Famer.
He can get in there. I wouldn't say not, but I mean it is. I don't know, but man, they all on that back half, so it's gonna be interesting to watch. I'm definitely gonna be watching more Lakers games than I ever probably watched before because it's gonna be interesting to see how they mash, how they all got to sacrifice because it's gonna be some type of sacrifice. So I just want to see how they gonna work it. And I forgot who the coach with the Lakers. I don't even know who coach.
Frank Vogel, right?
Yeah, Frank Vogel, right? No, it's just interesting to see how he going to handle that. If it's going to be him, it probably ain't going to be him for real.
He ain't going to have nothing to do with that, bro. It's going to be Bron. It's going to be Bron like, yo, this is what we about to do. This is what I need from y'all.
Yeah, you see Melo said Bron hit him and was like, now is the time. Like, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And it just happened. Like, this man just making things happen. He ain't talk to
That's his
nobody.
man's though.
Nah, I get that. I'm just saying the power that he got to just make
Oh
it
yeah,
happen
facts.
in the biggest league in the world. So that
Facts.
show what he mean to the NBA. So
Facts. He just be like, do this, and they got to figure out how to do it. He don't have no plan for you. He don't have no way to get there. He's like, yo, I'm gonna do this and make it happen.
facts.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting to see. There's a lot of good moves this offseason though.
Yeah, facts.
Shaking
So
things.
bro, I know you was talking about the Nets pretty much. You talking about the Patty Mills pickup and everything, but another pickup that I guess nobody seen coming was that draft pick Cameron Thomas. I don't know if y'all had a chance to keep in touch or watch the summer league. So Cam Thomas and Davion Mitchell from the Kings was I guess co-MVPs of the summer league.
That's the kid that won the championship.
Yeah, from Davion Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So them and the Kings, Davion Mitchell and the Kings, they went undefeated and won the summer league. But the guy Cam Thomas, or the kid Cam Thomas for Brooklyn, he was actually averaging like 27 in the summer league. So they won co-MVPs.
I saw the one game.
League.
He hit the game winner.
I
saw that game. That was dope.
Yeah. So no, I was just saying like this next wave of young talent that just came in the draft class, like they actually showed up in the summer league. Like I said, I know myself personally, I wasn't able to watch every summer league game just from work and everything, but like watching the highlights and seeing the headlines of these young kids, man, the league will have a good next wave of good young talent, man.
Facts. I think in the next 10 years, bro, they're gonna be in a conversation as like one of the best draft classes. Like the number one pick, Cade Cunningham, he is really like that. Jalen Green is really like that. Josh Christopher, like these is all the kids that was like the gods of this YouTube time, and they really like that. Like it's another Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors got that kid. That's going to be a solid pickup for them. These young boys can ball, bro. So I think you're right, P. In the next couple of years, we're going to talk about them as one of the best draft classes.
Yeah, it was another big dude. He got drafted. Where did he get drafted? I'm sorry. His name is Luka. He's a big dude. I forgot what
Garza. He went to Detroit too.
Yeah, he went to Detroit. Yeah, matter of fact, he went to Detroit. I watched some highlights of him the other day. He had like 27 something rebounds, but like I know it's still early, but he looked like a young Jokic out there with a high motor though. Like he was pulling up from the three. Yeah. His post was good. He was passing the ball and all that. But he was real, like I said, he had a high motor too. Like he was pumped up and pumping his fists and all that. So yeah, that young talent looking good, man.
This next wave of the NBA, yo, where like Trae Young, sorry to cut you off, bro, but like when Trae Young and them is like the OGs and these young guys that's coming behind them, it's gonna be a whole different NBA, bro. It's gonna be a whole different. You might scores be like 150 to 170 or something like that out there. For real. Because these young guys, they don't even play positions no more. Like in the AAU circuits and all that, they don't really have positions. They just have heights and abilities.
Word.
For real.
Speaking of some of the y'all, I think my team is starting to be like the comeback team or something. We signed Michael Beasley to our summer league team. we signed Kenneth Faried. Like, come on, bro. What y'all doing? My bad.
The redemption team.
Kenneth Faried?
Yeah, Kenneth Faried, bro.
Like, I ain't heard that name in a while.
Y'all the redemption squad.
Yeah, we brought Melo back last week. You know what I mean? Come through us if you want to get your career back.
Oh, man.
What happened to Mike Bees, though? Yo, he was the number 2 pick. Or the number 1 pick, my man. No, he was the number 2 pick when D Rose got picked number 1.
Shit, yeah.
Pretty sure
what happened to him?
Man, that's
I know, because even sometimes I see him hooping like on highlights for summer leagues. Like he be killing. So I don't know.
That's how you know the league politics, yo. Somebody probably ain't like something he did or said or something.
Where LeBron like now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch subjects real quick because I'm gonna end it off with what you just said. Speaking of something that somebody didn't like that somebody did. We all know my man KD didn't like when Draymond called him a word you just don't call your homeboy on the court. And then, you know what I mean? He told him, I don't know if y'all remember the game, but Draymond got the rebound at the end of the game, and you know what I mean. Instead of passing it to KD, he kind of looked KD off and ended up turning the ball over. And KD asked him, "Yo, why you didn't give me the ball?" And Draymond pretty much called him a,
Right.
I don't know if you got the clip of them talking about it on the, they had a little interview or whatever.
Man, you know I got it, man. I got that.
He was talking
Y'all want me
about
to play it now? I got that. Let's go.
So
Let's see what we got.
what's the what was the conversation like? Like how did it come up? Or you got that's the clip you got.
Yeah, it's basically Draymond. I'm about to play it, but yeah, Draymond asked him a question. But here you go.
Personal sanity. How much did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the Warriors?
It wasn't the argument. It was the way that everybody, Steve Kerr, act like it didn't happen. Bob Myers and tried to just discipline you and think that would put the mask over everything. I really felt like that was such a big situation for us as a group. The first time we went through something like that, we had to get that shit all out. I remember watching The Last Dance, and when Scotty didn't go into the game, the whole team in the locker room said, "Scotty, that was fucked up that you did that." We needed that. We just needed to throw all of that shit out on the table and say, "Yo, Dre, K, like that was fucked up that we even had to go through that. Let's just wipe our hands with that and go finish the task."
So it's more left, but I just want to get y'all opinion on the first part of what he said. You know what I mean? Like basically saying that the coaches handled it wrong. And I think they go into it more, but I just want to know what y'all think about what went wrong. Do y'all agree with him so far, or like, you know what I mean? What do y'all think? Let's start with Chino.
Well, after hearing that, I can see how that can cause like you to drift away from an organization that you had a certain outlook of. Like you think a Golden State Warriors organization, you think a first class, handle everything the right way, hard work, all the team, family, and it sounded like they wasn't on that. So I can see how like that can like, because I can see how that can make a player like turn it off toward a organization or something, because as a player you care about you love the game. You don't all that politics and all that stuff is all
right.
That stuff can take away love of the game. As you see it happen all day with a lot of guys who retire early or quit, stuff like that. So I can understand that being a reason you leave.
Yeah, I actually got a different perspective on it. I don't know, man. Just me personally, I think, I don't know. I think KD was kind of, it seemed like he didn't have a backbone to me. I think, no, it definitely, it was Draymond. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to blame the coaches or the GMs or the owners or nothing like that. That man called you a B to your face and told you you've been a B. So as a man, you know what I mean? No, y'all got to talk that out. You know what I mean? You got to see where that came from. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? We've been hooping for years together, fellas. If I'd have believed just spazzed out and called one of y'all B and told y'all know you been a B. No, we got to talk about that. So that came from somewhere else. It ain't got nothing to do with the coaches, the owners, how they handle it. Because the owners actually suspended Draymond. So I let KD know, like, the owners are just trying to hold him accountable. At the end of the day, no, me and you, Draymond, we got to have some kind of conversation, and you got to let me know where them feelings came from. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, like you said, Peas, and it ain't nothing stopping them from having that conversation, regardless of what the coaches or the organization did. It's nothing that's stopping them from handling it between them. You know what I mean? The organization might not have handled it right, or they might not have knew how to handle it correctly, but they could have had that talk. But I'm gonna keep playing.
We had to get that shit all out. I remember watching The Last Dance.
I had to rewind it a little bit.
Didn't go into the game, the whole team in the locker room said, "Scotty, that was fucked up that you did that." We needed that. We just needed to throw all of that shit out on the table and say, "Yo, Dre, K, like that was fucked up that we even had to go through that. Let's just wipe our hands with that and go finish the task." I don't think we did that. We tried to dance around it. I just didn't like how all of that, just the vibe between all of that, it just made shit weird to me. And I'd rather us be who we say we are, family first, communication is key. Like we didn't show that, and that's what rubbed me the wrong way more than anything.
He's basically saying what we said, but it's weird
Mhm.
to him say we should have did it. Like I said, it's nothing that was stopping them from doing it.
Yeah.
So like I kind of agree with P's hearing that perspective. It's like we gonna have to address it. Like KD said it himself. Like somebody should have said like KD Dre that's messed up, but ain't nothing stopping you from doing that as a man.
Yeah. One on
You know what I
one.
mean? You called me out my name. Like you can go into this room and have a conversation and we can get it. Don't matter what the coaches say or suspend. You ain't even got to suspend Draymond for real. Let's go handle it. Let's go do what we gotta do to get this out the way.
Yeah.
If that's how he
Yeah.
really felt, he said it out his mouth. That's how he felt.
But
So
even still,
Yeah.
though, even still, y'all, that's facts, and I totally 100 agree. But that, like I said, that's still both those things may have played a part in
Word.
him leaving. You know what I mean? So like I think that's weird if they didn't have that conversation that you just let that man say that to you and they speak to him. Like you want the GM to go tell them to say what you want them to do. You
Word.
know what I mean? It shouldn't matter what they do, but so y'all definitely right. But even still, having an organization try to walk around it too can be in combination. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on in the interview, when I kind of stopped it there, but later on in the interview, Draymond said they did call him in the office and try to sit him down, and they told him he was suspended, and he laughed at him or something like that because he said if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cuss you out, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if you suspend Draymond. Like I don't get why you suspend him for having an argument. I mean, like I said, they could have just talked that out and kept going, but. I guess it is a bad culture, like Sal said, for the organization. So,
So I think them suspending Draymond was their way of kind of saying to KD, that, look, we trying to hold him accountable, like, it was wrong what he did. And then they tried to put Draymond in the office to get him to apologize to KD personally. But I mean, Draymond, like you say, he laughed in their face, like, no, I'm not apologizing to this dude. So I don't know. So for me, like I said, I think
no, that's not fair, yo. He said, I'm not the only person that can make me do that is KD. Like basically saying me and him got to figure that out. Y'all can't do that. He ain't say he wasn't going to do it. That sounds like he just said F that man. And
Oh, okay. So you think he actually did? I guess.
He was saying like he was mad that the organization trying to make him, like get all in it. He was like, the only person that's going to make us figure this out is me and Kevin, me and K. That's what he called. He called him K. And so I don't know if that conversation ever happened from that or if it didn't. But that's what he said. He was like, I'm not apologizing because y'all want to kiss up to Kevin Durant. If I'm gonna apologize, I'm gonna apologize by having a conversation with him. That's what he was saying.
Facts. Like,
let me ask you this.
My bad, Peace.
Let me ask you this real quick though. So Kevin Durant used the comparison for the Last Dance situation, but the Last Dance with that Bulls team. So what I can remember is, and I try to read up on it, it wasn't the coaches who spoke up on talking about Scottie. It was the players who pulled Scottie up, like Scottie, that was wrong and everything. But the Warriors team, sorry to say it, KD know what kind of dude Steph and Clay is. Clay and Steph not gonna say nothing to Draymond. You know what I mean? Accountable. Maybe Iggy would have. You know what I mean? Iguodala, or I'm not sure if David West was on that team, but I don't really see that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just saying, like I don't see that kind of. I don't see that locker room being that kind of. You know what I mean? Those kind of.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I don't know if KD was kind of, because the way it sounded like from Draymond, like he was like, I ain't got no problem having a conversation. If you could tell the owners, I want KD, KD gonna have to get that from me. That sound like you don't have a problem having a conversation. Right. So maybe Kevin Durant is the one that is not saying something. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, why didn't y'all figure it out? Or maybe they figured it out but they just didn't like the way the team carried it. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? I had to. That was kind of. I can't gather that from what that clip was, whether or not it was one reason or the other. But
from Draymond's perspective, that it is kind of messed up that the team step in because that show hierarchy. Like, y'all want to suspend me because me and this man had a conversation. So he laughing at them because of that particular reason. Like y'all showing
Right.
kind of favoritism at this point now. We had an argument, it wasn't just me. We had a whole situation. I may have started
Right.
it, but at the same time, y'all gonna suspend me over something we can talk about. So Sal kind of right. If KD is in his interview saying we could have talked about it, like why didn't you, bro? He disrespected you. And I don't got as Draymond, I don't got to come to you and say, well, I should, but I don't have to come to you and say my bad, bro. Like you should approach me like, bro,
Right.
let's talk about this. And you disrespecting me
that's
type
true.
thing. So
Right.
I don't know, man. It seems like it's a lot of layers to it that ain't really come out in that interview. It was just
Yeah.
they just
But
talked
KD
around.
don't seem confrontational though, yo.
You
Like,
know,
and that don't really make him. I don't like to judge a man in that way. Like, I don't know what he'd do if you put him up in a corner. You know what I mean? You never know what a manager put him in a corner, but he don't seem like a confrontational guy. You know what I mean?
True.
He probably had the argument in the heat of a basketball game and was probably over it or
right?
timid. You know, we can't say maybe he was over it and just ain't want to talk about it, but didn't like what they tried to do. You know what I mean?
That was the last straw for him.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I can't judge him on that, but it was trash the way they carried it. Either way.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I was gonna agree with you. He don't seem like that kind of guy, like the original number 7 that's in playing for the Lakers next year. You remember the original number 7, my boy Melo. I don't know if y'all remember.
Count
man,
on peas, bro. Count on peas, man.
Hey, everybody gotta remember when my man KG was talking about my man Melo's wife during the Knicks and Celtics game one time. My man Melo met him in the hallway, like, no, we
Yeah,
gotta
he
talk
was at the
about
bus
this.
with it.
Yeah, first he tried to get him on the court. Then like, all right, I'm gonna meet him at the game. Try to holler at him in the hallway.
Yeah, we gotta
So,
talk about this.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sal. KD don't seem like that kind of guy.
Right.
hmm Overall, good interview though. It was,
Yeah,
insightful, dope interview. Good to
Facts.
see them two sit down and still be cool
Yo,
at it.
a lot of guys are starting to do that, bro, and I love it. Like
I
the
love it, bro.
interviews that's coming out where they keeping it real,
Mhm.
telling the stories, and you know, I be busy all day trying to work and watch these interviews. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Yeah,
it's dope.
I'm here for all that, bro. Like we in our era, we didn't have social media, so to hear all these stories and the behind the scenes and all that stuff from back then are these dope like prime players like Melo just sat down with All the Smoke. Shout out to All the Smoke. I ain't get a chance to
Right, they
watch
telling the stories themselves too. That's another dope part. Like
Yeah.
they telling it from their own mouth, bro.
On Netflix. You got Malice in the Palace that's out right now, where they all going out and giving their
That's
explanation.
crazy.
So, bro,
Did y'all watch that?
I ain't
You know,
watching
it's
it.
crazy. It's crazy, bro. Brought that up. I was gonna ask y'all, did y'all watch it? What y'all thought about it?
I ain't watching
watched
it.
it,
I guess
bro.
y'all saw it, right?
Yes.
I ain't gonna spoil it for you, girl, but bro, whole different perspective, bro.
It's all good. You can go into it because we got hoop fans, man. You can go into it. What you
Whole
thought
different
about?
perspective, bro. Like they was showing angles of the arena that you never seen before, where you can clearly see police not trying to stop anything, no protection of the players, no order. It was only like 3 police in the arena at that game, and they had issues the year before, so they knew it was hostility around that game. They only had 3 police officers working that day.
That's crazy.
It was just a bunch of stuff that you never heard. Like J.O. was going to court for like 10 years, and he won against the NBA, but they still didn't let him play. All type of it's whole different perspective, bro.
That's dope.
Chino, you see the one part where you said with 3 police officers, one of them actually tried to pull Reggie Miller up.
Reggie Miller, yeah.
Like that was
They
crazy.
was just trying to mace Reggie Miller, bro.
Reggie Miller he wasn't even in it, was he?
He was in a suit with a cast on, bro.
That's crazy. Say try mace Reggie Miller. That's crazy.
Reggie literally said to him, like, do you not know I'm Reggie Miller, bro? Calm down.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I heard, I watch All the Smoke all the time too. So I heard Steven Stack Jack talk about it multiple times, but of course it's probably go far in that. I'm gonna probably watch it tonight while I'm sitting up.
And you get a lot of insight. They cover like give you insight into mental health. Like you get a whole different aspect around our test. Like
I love it,
He
bro.
was doing. He was the things that he was going through. He didn't have no control over. Like he was really going through things in life, and he didn't have nowhere else for it to go.
Yep.
So you look at him. I look at Ron Artest completely different now too. Like I ain't know he was dealing with that. You look, you know what I mean. So it's like you get a lot of perspective and a lot of insight. And anytime I can watch, especially if it's basketball related, I was
Right.
like, oh, it's like a win-win for me. But that's right up my alley. That perspective and insight type docs and stuff like that, bro.
That's
For
what
sure.
it's for, bro, to give you a different perspective on these players that we ain't had the insights to. You know, shout out to CJ. He got his podcast, CJ McCullum. Melo got his podcast, you know, What's in Your Glass, the wine joint. So
Right.
looking at all these players from different aspects, bro, it's just, you know, you realize they are human beings and you can't just look at them like they just athletes. They got a whole life just like we got. So it's dope, man.
Right.
We're in a dope time right now for the NBA.
Yeah, facts. And it was cool because Meta, Ron Artest, he came out and said it like, man, he's like, I didn't like people back then. I ain't like human beings. But like you said, like a lot of people ain't know he was going through his mental health issues and all that. And back in them days, like men, like, you know, we ain't talking about having mental health issues and seeing therapists and all that kind of stuff. So
that's just now starting to happen, and it's barely happening. Go ahead, bro.
It's on the tip. It's just starting. Yep, you're right.
And it was cool too to see, like, even Jermaine O'Neal was like, you know, he had the lady with him all the time on the plane with us, and you know, the therapist with him, but we didn't know why she was there. We just thought, you know, she was a shrink or something like that. But like now to see them two cool and all that now, and what I didn't know was, I guess back in them days, because you know we had social media, and I guess I wasn't in tune to it like we are now. But like I ain't know him and Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest was, I guess, beefing as much as they was back in them days. Like
I had no clue.
I heard about
he
that
hated Ron Artest, man.
just because of the stat, Jay. I heard about that a little bit. That
Yeah,
Indiana Pacers team was a real team, bro. Like he, you know, Jamal Tinsley was on that team. I think like that was a real hood team, not hood team, but a real guys team.
No, they was carrying guns and all that.
Facts.
Like Jo made them all get their licenses, and they had joints on them all the time.
Yep. Shootouts. I think Jamal Tinsley was in a shootout before, something like that. Like that.
Yeah,
protecting itself.
That's the thing about perspective, yo. Like, because like to your point, Pease, Jo really did not like Ron Artest, but he didn't know nothing about him.
Right.
And then now finding out all of this stuff about him, he did a show on. He was on All the Smoke too. He got an episode with them, and he was like, man, if I'd have known then what I know now, it would have been a whole different thing. And it's dope to see that, bro. You don't get to see that unless it comes straight from them. So, bro, you gotta see it, man. You gotta see it. It's tough.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess another thing, to talk about it too. Another thing I didn't realize, I forgot, like how good Jo was, Jermaine O'Neal was.
What?
He was my favorite player for a minute.
Yeah, they was like, out of all the players who I guess got the short end of the straw, short end of the stick from that whole malice and the brawl and everything, they was like, Jermaine O'Neal, he was the worst one because like he was like the leader of that team. He's supposed to be the superstar of that team. Like he the only one, like the main one who didn't win the championship. Like after that, you really, like I don't remember what he did in his career after that, really. You know what I mean?
He was good, but he started fighting injuries and he just started declining. He was still good for a couple of years after that. He had his own sneaker too.
Yep.
Like I said, he was my favorite player. I had every flavor of them. Even though it was only like 3 flavors, I don't want to pump it up like he had like all the flavors that Dame Lillard got or something like that. You know what I mean? He just had a couple joints.
Coming into the league, you know who drafted him, right?
Portland.
Yeah, for sure.
He talked about that.
He was a part of that. He was a part of that run with Sheed and Pittman and them guys, man. That was a real team. Yeah, I ain't even watched the episode, but you know, I don't know my history, but that was a real team, bro. So Jo was the business on that team too. I think didn't he come fresh out of high school, right? Mean, bro. Mean. I gotta watch it. I'm getting chills, bro. I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it because Jo lost, and they also talk about how they was hurt that they didn't get a chip for Reggie that year. That was Reggie last year.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because they had after the 30, 40 game suspension, he was like, man, what am I doing at this point? You know what I mean? Like, so they talk about that. Bro, you just gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'm watch it. Shout out Netflix. Shout out them Pacers, man. The real team.
Thanks.
Right. Um, yeah, so I mean, it's the off season, fellas. So we ain't got no serious to talk about and all that stuff. But before we go, I do want to touch on this pretty good Christmas Day schedule that the league just dropped. I think I want to say yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it in front of me, but
I
one of
got
y'all
it.
fellas, my man, girl, good looking out, bro.
I got it. So I guess I can go through I think it's 5 games. First game you got Hawks and Knicks. Gonna be a dope game. Young talent again.
Bad blood.
Bad blood. Oh, I forgot about that fast.
Yes, sir. That's a rivalry already.
They spit on that man, and he took a bow in the arena.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. Oh, I'm tuned in. You got that.
Mhm.
You got after that at 2:30. You got the Celtics and the Bucks, the reigning champs. Younger Celtics. I guess you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. You got Warriors Suns. I think is Clay back this year?
Warriors Sun. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. You know the
You
Suns.
said
got
Celtics, Bucks?
Celtics Bucks.
Oh, wow.
Celtics Bucks.
Yeah, that was a big game in the bubble last year too, last playoff. So you know when Jason Tatum hit that bank shot out in the bubble. So they ain't really do too much this year, but that was a good game in the bubble. After that, you got Nets Lakers.
That's the money maker right
Prime
there.
time, 8:00. That's
the
gonna be
money maker
tough.
right there.
That and then you
Tough.
got the Mavs and the Jazz to finish it out. That's gonna be tough too.
That's another good
That's a
one.
nice, tough, physical game, not
Mhm.
fast paced. It's real tough. And shout out to Rudy, man. I forgot to mention that Rudy signed to the Jazz. So Rudy Gay. Shout out to the Baltimore legend Rudy Gay signed to the Jazz.
Be more legend for sure.
Still getting the bag in the NBA. That's what's up, bro.
That's low key a great pickup for that bench, bro.
Yep. I wish we would have got him, but yeah, I mean it is what it is. And then shout out to Will Barton too. Will Barton re-signed, I think 4 years with Denver. He opted out, got the bag. So
That's a smart move, baby.
speaking of getting the bag, we gotta talk about this, bro. I don't know if you was about to say this piece, but Dennis Schroeder.
Yes. I don't mean to laugh
Bro.
at it. Yeah. That's what I was about to bring up. Yeah.
Bro, what do y'all
You need a
think about
sound
it,
effect
bro?
for stupidity.
Yeah, we need something, man. I can't even press
You
the
ain't got the
button.
one effect and go,
We need
Man.
that.
no, man. That,
Mm.
I don't know if you blame that on his agent or him. You gotta blame it on his agent, right?
He play a part in it, but you gotta blame it on his agent. I would guess. Yeah.
Because they said when he was with the Lakers like mid-season offered him like 4 years, 80
Yeah.
million or something like that. And he
Mm-hmm.
turned it down.
Yeah.
I get betting on yourself and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think he's ever had that kind of contract in his career. You know what I mean? So a team like the Lakers give you that kind of contract, you gotta take that, man. You gotta take that.
On top of that, like you said, P, betting on yourself. A lot of these players, just like I just said, Will Barton, they opt out of their contract, of course, they had an option to re-sign anywhere because they betting on the team that they play for to throw the bag at them. So, or to get the bag from somebody else. And I think Dennis Schroeder had a good season. He did have a good season in the bubble that year for the Lakers. He was with the Lakers. He had a good
No, he went
He
just
was-
last
he's
year.
with
no,
OKC.
he was OKC, my bad. And they had a good season. Okay, because that's the year Chris Paul was with him, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so he had a
Yeah,
good
then
season.
he-
And then he had a good season again last year. It wasn't a great season, but he had a good season coming in for Rondo and filling that spot. So I guess he was like, man, I'm about to cash out. But
that was the bag though. Like that was,
Facts.
from where Dennis Schroeder came from. That was the bag for him. That was like the goal. You would think.
Facts, bro.
He said what happened was he said he wanted 100. They wasn't giving him 100,
Oof,
but they gave him 84.
come on,
Right?
bro.
I think it was 84.
You're not getting 100 on that team. You got LeBron getting
This is
100.
LeBron's world.
Yeah.
Bro. They're not getting
You
100.
got AD getting 100 already. I'm pretty sure they ain't had Westbrook at the time, but yeah, no. He
Yeah.
missed out on that one.
He a solid guard too, bro. It's just sad that happened, bro. You went from 4 years, I think 84, 85 million to like 1 year, 5 million. Like, bro, yeah, I mean, that means he was getting with the Lakers, he'd have poured in 20 million a year.
Yeah.
He just lost out on 15 million this year, bro. Like that gotta hurt, man. I
I
gotta.
don't know. Maybe his pocket's straight, but he ain't even go to a winning situation to lose all that money. I could see if you go to a winning situation to break that money.
Where did he go
But
to? Where did he sign?
Boston.
yeah, they're not about to win no
Boston.
championship, bro.
Nope.
This the 76ers, the Nets, and Milwaukee got that on lock over there, bro. Like one of them are gonna win if anybody from the East wins.
East.
I'm telling.
So
If I was
you leave a championship team, you're
facts,
still on a championship team.
that
That's
come
the
that.
part that makes it dumb. More so than the money, bro. That's the
Mhm.
part that makes this so stupid. The goal of an NBA player is to win championships.
Yep.
So you got a bag to play with LeBron,
Right.
Mhm.
and you said no. That's the dumbest part. Not even so much the amount and all of that. You got a great amount of money to play with LeBron, and you turned it down to play with Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I don't
They was
get it.
like, even last year, before the season, when the Lakers first signed him, they said he came into training camp talking like real, like bragging, and well, not bragging, but pretty much saying like, yeah, I'm the starting point guard and all this other stuff. So they was like, but then when Russ came in this year, Russ was just like, I'm just here to fit in and, make LeBron's job easy and all that. So they was like, just to, look, Westbrook came in as a former MVP and All-Star, but he came in humble. But Dennis Schroeder came in talking about he the starter and all this other stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think
Who even makes $85 million coming off the bench? Is that even a thing? Like,
I don't even
bro,
care if his pockets is good, bro. 15 million is a lot of money to miss out. And on top of that, the NBA give out bonuses and stuff for making it to certain places or winning championships, bro. You with
that's what I'm
the Lakers,
saying.
bro. You with the best, the best players in the world. Like, why would you? I don't know, bro.
That's worse than the money to me, though, bro. That's
Facts.
not worse. Like,
Yeah.
all right, like, because you already made millions, so you probably set yourself up. You probably don't even even if you're that type of guy where you don't care about that, that's cool. But do you not care about winning either?
It's crazy.
You get what
Now,
I'm saying? That's the best possible chance you had to win a championship. You're not gonna get picked up by the Nets or
facts.
no other contenders.
Now, if I'm his
Stupid.
brother or if I'm in his ear, I'm telling him, bro, you're gonna have to do something this year because you're on a 1 year contract. So you're gonna have to ball out, bro. I don't care. Don't pass the, but do whatever you gotta do at this
Bro,
point. To
even if he ball out, he gonna get a bag from the worst team in the league.
facts. That's
You're
true.
not gonna get no bag from nobody that's about to win. And
That's
you
true.
left the Lakers.
Yeah. You make a great point, bro. It ain't it is about the 15 million. I mean, that's a big part of it, but also like you left you left a winning team to go.
I don't see the logic. There's no logic in this for me.
Facts. We had to talk about it, bro. We was mentioning bags. We had to talk about the dumbest move.
I'm making myself.
But
Something
real
like
quick
that.
though, fellas, just to bring them up, because we talking about the Celtics and we talking about how this situation happened. Y'all remember it kind of happened to Isaiah Thomas a couple years back.
Yes.
And now he's struggling to get back into the league. Like he can't even find a job anymore. But they've been killing like in I don't know if it's the Seattle Pro Leagues or
Yeah, the J crossover joint.
Yeah, they said he had like 92 points or 82 points in one of the leagues or something like that.
Yeah, 81 for Cole.
81. So
It's
I mean,
some
so what y'all
Kobe
think
shit.
about him? Y'all think he deserved to be back in the league?
Man, heck,
Sure.
player skill wise, yes. Like it's no way he shouldn't be in the NBA. But like Sal mentioned earlier, it's politics, bro. It had to be something that rubs somebody the wrong way or something because talent wise, there's no way he shouldn't be in the NBA. I seen something from Swaggy P. Nick Young said kind of down in his what he was doing in the pro-am, saying that it's not really competition. That's something that you should be doing. I don't want to misquote him because I ain't read. I just saw the title, the headline. I ain't read the article or nothing, but definitely that say he was downplaying what he did. But I would definitely, we could use him.
Bro, first of all, Swaggy P, you my guy. I rock with you. But if you score 81 points at any time, where there's pro level competition involved, you're a good basketball. You know what I mean? You're a pretty exceptional athlete.
Yeah. I think for me, I think that just solidified the fact that he belonged in the league. Because you
Yeah.
don't see the regular players who play in the league all the time hitting 81 and 90 something points. There's always players who in the league doing that kind of stuff.
And he's a
I
he's a
think
spark, bro. He's a spark, man. He's a scoring point guard, bro. The league is based around scoring. Like he could shoot the ball. The league is based around threes. Like what is he missing? Like he definitely better than some of these guys in the league now. There's no way he shouldn't be playing, in my opinion.
I
No
don't
way.
get it, bro.
so
I don't get it at all.
that's all I got as far as topics for this cast, fellas. But you know, what I mean, like I said, it's the off season. You know what I mean? So, but it was cool with
This
y'all.
was a
I can
good one,
still-
man.
I can still throw in a fair to compare there.
Before we get into the fair to compare, it's the off season, so I just we end off with the fair to compare. So it's the off season. It ain't just about basketball; it's about everything. So a big thing went down for the culture. A huge event went down for the culture, and we here at Bro Nation Hoops, we represent the culture. So a big thing went down. Locks versus Dipset versus. This is our era, fellas. I know Sal, Chino. You're a little younger than us, so. Dipset more so.
Dipset was my time.
I know you was a big Joel's fan. I heard it all day in the room all the time. So, I mean, Sal had that. I think Pease had Dipset, right?
I did.
I think I had the lot. I'm a D Block Lots fan. So, I just want to get your opinion on the effect of this versus. Just real quick, we ain't got to spend a lot of time on it. But what y'all thought about the overall presentation and what it did for the culture and who y'all thought pulled it out? I'll start with you, Pease.
Ain't no thought. We all know the Lots pull that thing out easy.
Easy.
Like I said beforehand, I definitely was going with Dipset. I don't know. I slept on the Lots. So like I said, Dipset was my group too. Joel was my boy. Jim Jones was my man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I was balling. I had the little chain on my little jeans and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the Lots. Man, Jadakiss, he shut everything down. Of course, Styles P held his own, and just I don't know, the antics and everything. Like Dipset just wasn't prepared for that. You know what I mean? That kind of battle, man. It was definitely dope, though.
They showed the difference between a performance and just doing songs. Like they put on a show, man. Jadakiss was what showed you what an MC was that night. He had control over the Madison Square Garden that night. It was clear. That's GOAT level manipulation of an audience, bro. Like think about that. You can't go in no room with all them people and control it. That's different. That was it in its own. And he was, I don't know if y'all remember what Jada was talking about, like they gotta learn their words. They was lip syncing over the song. And Jada and them was rapping every single song, like word for word, and they was rapping each other parts. So when you see that in a performance, it just makes it that much better. And then when the competition is like, don't know their words, they mumbling, they letting the song play for half their verse. It's clear.
Bro, so I've been doing a lot of watching these interviews afterwards, and from Jadakiss and the Lock's point of view, they had everything planned, like literally every counter, like. They knew what Dipset was going to say. They knew they was going to say they ain't had no songs for the girls. They knew that they was going to say that they not from here. They knew all of that, and it just played out. It's like it played out exactly how they thought it was going to play out. So that is just GOAT level strategizing, bro. Like they really strategized for this. They had their DJ in there, throwing little things in. But like Sal said, Jadakiss been yelling, and like a lot of people in the culture has been saying, Jadakiss been yelling top 5 Dead or Alive for a long time. And just nobody never paid attention to what he was saying. But at the same time, nobody never questions it. You know what I mean? Like, just like
that's
Tip.
because if you know it's a good argument. Like you can say that. You can say it's somebody else, but you can't knock the person who got the argument for Jada. So you can't.
Just like Tip claimed King of the South. Nobody argues it. But you got a lot of people that come out and claim things, and they, people just don't really say nothing. It's like, man, get out of here. You're not worth the time. But I think Jadakiss really proved itself, bro. Like that was awesome. I watched it about 8 times now. Like the effect that it had on the culture and just the performance, it it was dope to see, and like we said, that's our era. So it was cool to see them, dap it up. It was cool. They going on tour, you know what I mean, all that stuff. So it was just cool to see that you can be right on the edge of what you feel like something about to happen, and it just don't happen. So
Facts,
dope,
facts.
dope event, man. Shout out to Versus.
And they
That's
did that
dope.
intentionally too, though. Like they wanted to show that. Like the locks did
Right.
they've been doing a couple interviews after the joint, but they did the Breakfast Club thing. They was saying that was purposely done. Like
Mhm.
they talked about before the show, we gonna be. Styles said they're gonna be chippy,
Yeah.
but we not gonna let it go past that. And that was dope to see. Like that, I could get in my bag with that, but that was dope. That was a moment in hip hop history for sure.
Where I'm glad I got a chance to be there. My bad. I'm glad I got a chance to see it, while I was live. But
Yeah,
it was definitely dope to see, man. Dope for the culture.
yeah, that joint. You know the winner is the winner when you had me going back and listening to old songs from way back in the
Right.
day. Like, man, I forgot about that song. Forgot about that song.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. Kiss definitely reminded me of his greatness, man. So yeah, shout out to Kiss and the Locks. Dipset too, man.
And shout out Dipset.
They couldn't put on a good performance, but their music still was hitting back in the day, man.
Yeah, I was still singing every song watching the show because all of the songs was classics, but they just didn't hit the same because of the way.
That Dipset anthem just didn't hit how it normally hit in your car when you ride, and it just ain't hit that way. Or the Jimmy Ballin' or summertime in Miami, that it just ain't hit like it hit. But they definitely still goats, man. Whatever.
Yeah, even at one time, real quick, where I think Dipset played one of my songs, and I tried to get pumped, but then they zoomed the camera on Jada, and Jada looked at the camera and said, "They can't win." And I said, "You're right, you're right, Jada. They can't."
So you're right,
Jada. You're right.
Yeah, I just had to bring that up, man. That was a big moment in the culture. And I know all three of us watched, and I'm pretty sure our hoopers and our the people that watch this podcast definitely was tuned in. So you had to mention it, man. It was a dope event for the culture.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get into this. Let's get into Peasy's fair to compare.
Hey.
So before I start this fair to compare, I want all the listeners and the followers, I want y'all to think real hard before y'all make a decision on this, because I know it ain't going to go well with a lot of people. They're going to jump straight on a certain, I guess, person on this or player just because his name. But think hard, look at the stats, look at the team success, look at all the stuff, the team surrounding them and all that.
I like it.
So I'm gonna ruffle some feathers right now. I think, girl, I already got you. I already got you with the CJ joint, but man, Sal, I'm coming to you this week.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
I know it is. Let's go, Peace.
I've been trying to stay away from him for a long time. We even did a couple seasons and all that. So anyway, I'm gonna get right to it. So we got your boy D Rose with the Bulls against my boy Luka the Dunk.
Oh,
Bro, you come on, man.
No, hold on. No, this is what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna go to you first, girl.
oh,
yeah, go ahead, girl.
Look, so look, you got to account everything, girl. The total player, the teammates surrounding them, how much they contribute to the game, what you can and can't do, everything. You starting the franchise and you look at both. I guess how long was D Rose with the Bulls? Sal? What, 5-6 years, something like that? Before he got hurt. We're gonna talk about before he got hurt.
all right, cool. So D Rose prime.
Yeah, compared to the Luka now, he been in the league what 3 years.
Sal laughing at you, Peace.
He laughing at. Look, this is what I'm saying. All the listeners file, do y'all research first, look at the numbers, look at the teammates around them, look at all that. Look at what both of them bring to the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like,
Dang.
Go ahead,
what
girl.
you got, girl?
Prime D Rose.
Playoff performances, everything.
What D Rose was MVP once or twice?
Once you got to go on your
Be the youngest MVP in NBA history.
Okay, shorty. Go still.
What you talking about?
Oh. No, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like Luka still ain't hit his ceiling yet. So I can't really say Luka beat just because of that. Luka's still getting better. Like he's not in his prime yet. He's nowhere near his prime. I think he still got a lot of room to get better than he already is, and he's already good. So I think in a few years we'll be talking about Luka, yes, better than D Rose prime, or more valuable of a player than D Rose because of what he can bring to the game. But for right now, D Rose in his prime, and right now, Luka, you gotta go with D Rose, bro. D Rose brought a different dynamic to the game. He is what John Wall try to be. You know what I mean? He is what a lot of these guards, and he wasn't a shooting guard or a shooting point guard. Sorry, he wasn't a shooting point guard. He was a straight dominant. I'm a dominate you point guard every time. Russell West, that kind of guard. Like I'm a penetrate. I'm gonna do what I want, and you're not gonna stop me. It is what it is. So I would have to go with D Rose right now because prime D Rose was a problem. D Rose still a problem right now, but prime D Rose is a problem, bro, for the whole NBA. I don't really have stats. Like I know you probably did your research when you was picking this fair to compare. So I know you got a compelling argument coming after Sal said. So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna drink my tequila and I'm gonna sit back and listen to this compelling argument. But for right now, I gotta say, D Rose, prime D Rose. So go ahead, Sal. Let's see what you got, sir.
But we
Go ahead, Peace.
everybody's, I guess, watching the YouTube version of the video version of it. Y'all gotta address why my man looking so confident in this argument.
Because I don't even.
Well, he's not even saying nothing. He just got the ball. For y'all listening, he got the ball in his hands, his legs crossed. He got socks on, sitting on a nice comfy couch.
I'm chilling, man.
Just trying to give him the vision, bro. Like he definitely sitting comfortable right now. So I'm interested to hear both sides because I know P's got something because he would not bring this up if he ain't had something. So I'm ready to sit back and listen. Y'all go ahead, Sad. What you got?
Bro, for my listeners or whatever whatever streaming platforms, I'm chilling like this because I don't understand how this is not fair to compare. You remember that time, girl, when you was trying to tell us and this is like similar to me. Okay, all right, for real. Seriously. First of all, I don't even think we ever saw prime Derrick Rose.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think we got a chance to see it. Right. Then, even though he wasn't in his, because you gotta think, Russell Westbrook, they came in at the same time, and Russell Westbrook wasn't in his prime at the same time. He just came back better from his injury. But they were still fairly young guards in the NBA. So to be that young of a player, you win an MVP, the youngest MVP in NBA history, and you're that young and you're dominating the NBA at every level. You know what I mean? And you got to think about this, bro. When they didn't miss the playoffs any year he was there. They was always a championship contender every year he was there. They wasn't playoff contenders. Luka Doncic has yet to be a championship contender. If we're being honest, he's a playoff contender. He's not they're not talking about them winning no chips. For real. You got to think about
my bad.
and then you got to take into consideration the era of basketball we was in. We was playing against the team that LeBron James built when he built that super team. We was playing against Hall of Famers and still being championship contenders in those situations, still being looked at as the team that could possibly get them out of there and coming close a few years. You know, we had some suspensions and all this and that, a few things that got in the way of us getting over that hump. And you take into account, you want to talk about teammates, Jimmy Butler was nowhere near the guy he is today. Jimmy Butler was a guy that nobody knew who he was. Nobody ever heard of this man. We had Joakim Noah who shoot like this. You know what I mean? We had this. You complain about Kristaps Porzingis. We had a man that do this. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
We had Kirk Heinrich.
Kirk,
you know what I mean? We didn't have no Tim Hardaway on our team. We didn't have no Kristaps Porzingis on our team. We ain't had none of them caliber of guys. We just had dogs. We just had killers. So you can't put them. I don't even see how they're in the same category. They never even been. You might can compare numbers, and this is the same argument we was talking about Giannis. The eye test means more to me as a basketball player than numbers, and his numbers was crazy. But niggas was scared of. People still think they can figure Luka Doncic out. Like people still think it's a possibility that, all right, I can just, if I zone in on what he do, I can get him together. Niggas was scared of Derrick Rose. Niggas, and it was clear. It was clear, like they was even his peers was like, yeah, he the guy. That's him. You know what I mean? So like, to be fair, Luka is great. Luka is a great player. He's changing the game, but he's not in that conversation. To me.
Let's go.
No, he hit with some real great points. I ain't gonna lie. He hit with some real great points.
Pete, hold up, Pete. Pete got that.
My brother.
Pete's about to bring some good facts.
I feel like he looking comfortable too. He talking about me. He looking real relaxed.
He said they were some real good points, bro.
Yeah, I feel a butt coming.
No, but what I will say is though, D Rose back in his prime, I was a D Rose. I wasn't a D Rose fan, but I like D Rose a lot too because I was a Melo fan back then, of course, still. But no, D Rose was my man too. So hands down, he was a monster. But what I will say is, they kind of like in the sense that back then, like D Rose, like he controlled the pace of the game to where though, like you couldn't speed him up. Like he could speed up when he wanted to. Like he played at his own pace. You know what I mean? I feel like Luka do the same thing, but a different kind of style. Both of them were bigger guards. I feel like they was. But I don't know. So I gotta go to the number one point was the teammates. I feel like you put Luka on the Bulls teams. I don't know. I just feel like they'll go to the conference finals. They might even make that leap and make the finals. You get Luka a forward team with dogs like that. Right now, you got Porzingis 7'3". He can't even box Pat Bev out right now. You know.
That's a good point. Good point.
Don't get no. I know you do a little joint, but I think at one time I might be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. He was defensive player of the year or something, though, right?
Sure, I was joking, but Joe was that deal. For sure, for who he was, Joe was that there.
He was a problem, man. Then you had Taj Gibson killing coming off the bench. I don't know if he come off the bench, but he was, he was a dog too. Jimmy Butler, at one time they called him like the D-Wade stopper. He was shutting everybody down on the perimeter. And Kirk Hinrich was like an Eric Snow type player. Like he wasn't no big name, but he was gonna scrap. He was gonna hit some big shots for you.
For sure.
I think he actually helped D Rose out early in his career for real.
For sure.
I don't know. I just feel like Luka ain't got none of that. Like Luka going into a Mavericks game, you got to stop Luka first, second, and third, and nobody's done it so far. It's just they stopping everybody else. You know what I mean? But like I said, I just feel like with this one here, you put Luka with a team like that. You know what I mean? Give him some couple more years. He gonna have an MVP under his belt as well, man.
For sure.
I'm going.
He just not gonna be the youngest to do it.
I don't know how old was D-Rose, like 22?
No, he's like, yeah, probably like 21, 22. 21,
yeah, remember Luka I think Luka just hit 22.
22?
I had to look that up. I don't know if he was 22 because he only did 1 year at Memphis.
Facts.
So he probably was like 19, maybe 20. We gotta look that up. I should know that. My bad, D-Rose. I should know that off the top of my head.
And like
I ain't really had to defend your name in a minute.
Yeah. No, like I said, I'm not. Look, y'all know I am. I only put you in a fair compare if you're great. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was hands down a D-Rose supporter too, but
I think you're right though, as far as what you were saying, like they control the pace. They do have a lot of similarities. They do for real. Like honestly, they do play a lot. They don't play similar, but they have a lot of similar like skill sets.
Yeah, because I remember those games back in D-Rose prime. Like the difference between him and Westbrook was just out of control, 100 miles per hour the whole game. With though D-Rose, he would slow rock you a couple times, then he would just explode and he would go off. So that part I did love about him, but like I said,
D-Rose was 22 when he won MVP. By the way,
22 for real.
22.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty young. So I think Luka might be 22 this year. But I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like the leap he made, I think last year. Let's talk some numbers real quick. So,
good thing, brother.
Last year he averaged 27 and 8 assists a game. his second year in the league, he averaged 28 and 9 assists a game.
Mm.
I don't know. So I don't know. I just
That's crazy.
I feel where you said the eye test and everything, but I feel like with Luka, he got the eye test and numbers just because.
Well, I'm saying
He got-
I ain't
he
saying
got
numbers
18
don't
yet.
matter. Numbers matter. Numbers are very important. Numbers are like equal to the eye test. To me, they have to both be on the same par. But it's like when you get to the eye test, who is this different? Who's what type of which one? Like the way LeBron killed people look different than the way KD killed people. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like to me, Derrick Rose killed people crazier. Even though what Luka do, and that's not to say much crazier because Luka be killing, like Luka be going crazy, but it just the dynamics of the situations and the way he just elevated. It's similar. I guess it is kind of fair to compare as far as their game, but D Rose it was just different for me. It was just different.
Wait,
It was like it was like more my suit. Maybe that's what it comes down to. It's like if you more what type of player you like, because it was more my like you can't do nothing about what I'm about to do to you.
Yeah. So y'all both make good points because they are similar, but the similarities differ when, with D Rose, you got to slow him down. Because he had a pace where that was his game, get the fast break, I'm gone. I'm going to finish on you, I'm going to dunk on you, or I'm going to get the ball, I'm going to jab you, and I'm going to go past you. So you got to slow him down. With Luka, you got to speed him up. So, like Chino said, that's the difference of the eye test. And it also, it's like, do you like to watch that slow? It's like Duncan and Garnett, basically. You know what I mean? Duncan ain't going to take his time. He going to do what he got to do, but he's still efficient. But Garnett going to be in your face when he doing it. So, you know what I mean? But I guess, playing styles could be fair to compare. I don't know. I would have to go with, like I said, I would have to go with D Rose. But you make a good argument, P. So
your argument was better than I thought, P. I'll say that.
Facts.
Yeah,
I ain't know where you was going.
I know hands down D Rose gonna win this one across, like on our social media posts and all that. But like I said, I had to try to make it some kind of fair to compare.
Yeah, you did well.
I said because even with D Rose, I ain't gonna stunt. Like I was every game D Rose played back then. Like I was tuned in. Like I watched every D Rose game back then. And even the points you made about the league back then too, Sal. That was a great point you made as far as the league and the grown men they had back then in them days. Even D Rose trying to get through that Miami team, all that with LeBron and all them boys. That was a good argument too. So.
Facts.
Good one, bro.
I just had to ruffle your feathers a little bit.
That was good,
I'm trying to hold off on it for a while.
That was refreshing, yo. That was refreshing. I had to think.
It started slow, but then he made it make sense though. So I thought you was gonna be in a category with my did you know, but you stepped out of it.
Yeah, that was good, bro. Came out of there. You came out of there clean, P.
Facts. Facts.
Came out of there clean, bro.
Dope. That's it. That's all we got, fellas.
Sound like a rap, bro.
Yes, sir.
Sound like a rap, man. Road Nation Hoops, episode 2, the off season. We here, man. We ain't gonna never leave y'all for too long. Don't worry about it. We always gonna be around. We gonna keep dropping these episodes, so keep tuning in. We here.
Hold on, though. I do got one more thing, though. Dang, I don't know why I put it off for too long, man. I know I told y'all I wasn't gonna do it, but I know a lot of people knew I was gonna do it.
Oh, man. Yo.
I wish I had the joint. I wish I had this little air horn where it'd be like, man.
I held off for a long time.
Let's go. That look crazy on your head, P.
That's wild, bro.
For everybody that's listening, P's just revealed the Lakers fitted. He just revealed it, man. The purple and gold is in his house right now.
He got it on his head.
Got it on his head, man. Shout out to Peace, man, for being a diehard Melo fan, man. You gotta give him his props, bro. It don't matter who he go with, and this has to be the ultimate test right here, because y'all know how we feel about LeBron. But
good perspective, bro.
Melo, you didn't put me through some things, but This one here, this one here gonna be some trial and tribulation.
Hey, bro,
Man, this act this year, bro.
Sid, your wife posted something on Facebook, and I commented. I was like, "Oh, wait till this season start. Wait, he gonna be on that emotional roller coaster this season. Right? You're gonna have
It's
to
gonna be crazy.
calm him down. You're gonna have to do something because he gonna be an emotional roller coaster. I can't
Tell
wait.
you what, don't let a game be Brown fault that they lost. That boy gonna go crazy.
Ooh.
Hey, bro,
I'm a dog.
sis know you too because she said if I made it through a season when he played for OKC with Westbrook, I can make it through anything.
That season was terrible, bro.
That's the season. That was his last season before his little break.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah,
But
shout out,
Yeah, man.
shout out, Pete, man. You're a Dow fan, bro. I respect it. Bro Nation Hoops off-season episode 2 in the books. We'll be back for episode 3, but man, shout out to y'all for following. You know,
For
keep
sure,
up with
for
the
sure.
squad. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Everything at Bro Nation Hoops. Follow us, man. Join the squad. You know, join the conversation. We're gonna start having guests on here as well. Okay, so I see you, Jordy. I see the background prop, man.
Bro.
But yeah,
Yes,
keep
sir.
following us. Keep following us. Keep subscribing. Keep liking. Keep sharing. You know, we gonna bring this podcast to the top, man. So we appreciate everybody listening, supporting. Like I said, keep following, man. I'm Marty Gras. Got my bro Peas up in this corner. I got my bro Sal in this corner, and together we make Bro Nation Hoops. So y'all follow the squad, join the squad. We appreciate y'all. Episode 3 coming. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.